Hello everybody, welcome to AFC News. We'll be talking about all the news sort of surrounding Arsenal in the recent days. We've got stuff to do with a certain player that we need to get through the door, as well as contract stuff and the preseason tour ahead. So I think there's no better place to start than all the Victor Gyokeres stuff because it's becoming absurd. Like, if we're being honest, I mean, this deal should have been closed ages ago, and I understand we're trying to negotiate the bare mint that for all the add-ons and shit, and it's annoying. It's just annoying because you watch a player like Hugo Ekitike go to Liverpool for that fee, and it becomes like it just gets you annoyed because if they're willing to pay that much money for a player who is far less proven than Gyokeres is, and they're paying more money because we can't, and we can't even do the add-ons. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. And then this comes out. I've seen a few reports about this, but United have been offered again the chance to basically sign Victor Gyokeres. Yeah, intermediarise close to Sporting to a bid for Victor Gyokeres, which is interesting. Obviously, says same as last week because there were reports about this the other week. However, this guy, God bless him. Genuinely, we haven't even signed him yet, and he might already be my favourite Arsenal player. Because the clear answer, once again, from Gyokeres is that he wants to join Arsenal. The amount of times I've seen Fabrizio Romano say that this guy only wants to go to Arsenal is beautiful. It's actually beautiful. I mean, the guy is infatuated with us. Like, genuinely, he's infatuated with us. And I just want us to get this deal done. Like, I just want him to be at the club because we're going to talk about preseason and everything. But he should be here. He should be here right now. This deal should have gotten done weeks ago. We play Milan tomorrow. We literally play Milan about this time tomorrow. I think 25 hours from now, we play Milan. And I want to see him play for my team. I just want to see him play for my team. And we haven't even gotten to here we go, let alone having him go through all the medical, the official unveiling stuff. There's still so much shit that we have to get done. And look, I just think preseason's long enough. I think if we can get him here, it's okay if he misses Singapore, because let me actually have a look. Let me have a quick look because I want to know. I want to know when we come back to the Emirates because we've got the Singapore stuff. I want to know when we actually come. Here it is. So we play Milan, Newcastle, and Spurs in Singapore, and then the Emirates Cup is the 6th of August. Which one's the Emirates Cup? I can't remember. Well, the first game is against Villarreal, and then we play Athletic Club. So the first game of the Emirates is the 6th of August. Hopefully, if he misses Singapore, and he just does a medical in London, if we can get him here for the Villarreal game, I'll be happy because that gives him 2 games in pre-season, and then we get to rock up at Old Trafford, and he can do his thing. So really, I think that's the one. The other one I want is Eze. Eze's a guy I massively want. If we sign those 2 players, I'll be happy. Like, if Eze looks like it's going to be realistic, I'll make content trying to cover Eze. But yeah, I think this guy... I think this guy's absolutely phenomenal. And I think we got to take it one player at a time, focus on Gyokeres, get him through the door, and then we can focus on... Eze. Now, this news came out a few days ago, and I'm just very happy about it. We obviously got this news about Ethan Nwaneri about 3 days ago, that he had signed a new contract to Arsenal. Obviously, this one says that all documents signed, and the contract will be valid until June 2030. Now, I think one interesting talking point about this, obviously, Chelsea, you can, piss off. I can't believe they genuinely thought they were going to get this guy. That is ridiculous. They were not... We were never going to get... We were never going to sell him to Chelsea. Let's be real. I think one thing that's interesting is I think it was Ornstein that said that he's got no demands about game time. And I think that it was either him or Romano, because I remember they both had differing reports on whether he wants game time or not. I don't think he does. I think that this whole thing with the new contract is just, he knows that he's a young player, that he plays in a position that it's very hard for him to break in the team. I personally think he should have been the main backup to Saka. I'd like him more on the right wing than in the midfield. And that's why I don't think there was really a point to the Madueke signing. On deadline day, I'll make a video talking about how I feel about all our transfers. Basically, if you follow me on TikTok, you'd know that I'm not a big fan of Madueke. But obviously he's here now, there's nothing we can do about it. And I think it's just good that we got this guy tied down. Long-term contract until 2030, that's 5 years. We've got 5 years at Ethan. And we can just watch him ball out. We can watch him break out as a rising player at Arsenal. Because we didn't get to see as much of him as I would have hoped, you know. He showed us a lot of promising signs, but didn't really get to play a lot of the big games. Didn't get any minutes against Madrid. Barely played against PSG. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what the future holds for this guy. Now, this one isn't really any breaking news, but we announced the third kit. I actually like it. I don't know why. Martinelli, bro, he's just a weirdo. But if we take a look at the actual story itself, let me just close some of these tabs down because there's no reason I need to have them open. So you can learn about the inspiration for our third kit. I mean, not that any of this matters, but I guess get some time in the video. So it launched the men's preseason tour in Singapore. Yeah. There's some photos. The reveal for it was hilarious, by the way. There was a shit that's like, oh, something big's happening or whatever, and everyone thought it was Gyokeres' announcement. I saw the Adidas logo. I knew it was the kit. Did I say third kit? I've been meaning to say the away kit in case I've been saying third kit. This is not the third kit. This is the away kit. So I've got it here. I watched the kit launch video. I'm not going to show it here. And yeah, basically, it just talks about all the away shirt. Wanted to create something nostalgic. I mean, you can go on there on the Arsenal website, read all this stuff if you want. But I think the kit looks pretty sleek. I'm a massive fan of the home kit. I thought the home kit was one of the best kits we made. If the third kit's a banger, and I've seen the leaks for the third kit, like the cream one, I think we could have the best set of Arsenal kits in a while. I mean, if the third kit's good, I reckon it could be even better than 22-23, and I loved all three of those kits. But yeah, you know, Arsenal, we know that Arsenal love to make good kits. It's just whether or not they actually want to win some trophies. That's the big question. But yeah, the last thing I sort of wanted to touch on is preseason. If we go here, we've got our preseason squad list. Okay, so my camera's sort of in the way. I'll move myself out of the way. Obviously, David Raya, Saliba, Ben White, Gabriel, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli. You can basically read all that. Nothing that surprises me too much. It's good. We've got a couple of kids in there, like Alexi. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It's so good. I really hope we get to see minutes for Max Dowman. I really, really hope we do. Yeah, some of the other kids in there. Josh Nichols as well, Cabia, some of the ones that we've seen a little bit. Louis Copley. The ones that are a bit questionable to me are Sambi Lokonga and... Oh, there's no Fabio. I thought there was a Fabio Vieira. No Fabio Vieira. I think him and Lokonga have to go, bro. Like, I don't know why they're still here. You know, they're quabbling over 2 million for Gyokeres, yet we're still employing fucking Lokonga in 2025. Yeah, I mean, maybe I can check the comments. I'm not really sure why Fabio Vieira isn't there. Is Noni on holiday? Yeah, Noni is on holiday. Where's Partey? You're a troll. Kindly come back to Sterling. That's weird. 30 is at the school bus. Please make it 31. There's Gunosaurus. Missing a player. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. So look, I mean, I think that's a decent amount. I'm not sure what's going on with Fabio Vieira. The other thing that I wanted to do before we end this video is I wanted to watch Arteta's press conference because I was gonna watch it before I made this video, but I thought, you know what, I'll add a bit of stuff at the end. So let's just go find it on Arsenal's YouTube channel. Surely it's here, right? Yeah, here it is.
Super excited to be.
That is very, very loud. Turn that down a little bit. I guess I can show you guys. So here he is, the Lego-headed man himself. Let's see what he's got to say.
Super excited to be here. Incredible welcome for our supporters here. They are so passionate, adapting as well to the context, the weather. We weren't able to train today, so we have to adapt to those situations as well. And yeah, very excited to have a very successful tour.
We spoke to Gabriel, and he said the new signings have made him feel.
I'm calling it. Someone's gonna ask him about Gyokeres, and he's gonna say we can only talk about our players. I know it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. Someone's gonna ask him about Gyokeres. He's gonna say, "No, guys, you know that I can only talk about our players, guys. That I cannot talk about players outside the football club, guys." Watch.
Excited? Do you feel the lift they've given to the group, and do you feel it yourself?
Yeah, it's like shaking the tree again and bringing new faces. They bring new
Just waffling about nonsense, I guess, talking about new signings.
We signed
like if
very important players as well, and again, I think everybody feels like the heights has to go again to a different level, and what we are seeking.
Just really bog standard response.
Hi.
How much of your job is sort of psychological with this group now, after going so close the last 2 or 3 years to convince them that they can go one step further this year?
Well, they are fully convinced. The good thing is I don't have to convince them. They know how good they are and how close we've been. And yet, at the end, it's those details, those ages that make you make the next step, which we all want, and just working on them, realizes where they are, the basic things that we need to have throughout the season to put ourselves in the best competitive opportunities and chances to have the biggest probability to achieve our goals, and that's a daily work. That's our responsibility in each individual as well, and excitement as well.
So he's so I basically asked him the mentality, and he said yeah they know who they are. Pretty much the only thing he would ever say. This guy's as we all know, he is extremely well PR trained. I just realised how long this fucking thing is going to be after the game.
You've made. Just start with Martin Zubimendi. How pleased are you to get him over the line? Because obviously there was competition for his signature, and it was a long process.
It was a long process, and as you said as well, we had. He had a lot of opportunities to decide whether he wanted to come. And the good news is that this club is amazing, and everybody wants to come to it, and he left some very good opportunities to come to us, and very impressive. I think we are all very impressed what we've seen in the last
I love him.
7 to 10 days, because once you have the player daily there, you see his character, you see his personality, his intelligence, and how much he's going to bring to the team. Very excited about it.
There's obviously a lot of talk about Gyokeres. How close are you to signing him?
You know, I cannot comment in.
But what did I say? What did I say, man?
He's not part of our group yet.
What did I say?
I won't have something concrete to offer.
I knew it, bro. I know this guy too well.
Player, we will do that.
I don't know the press too well because they were always going to ask about it.
Sorry, Michael, slightly similar question. I think you've got 4 new players through the door. Do you expect any more to join you out here in Singapore?
It's still a long time, in the window.
There's really not.
We are seeking still in terms of numbers. We are short, and we have to
at least he knows
the
that.
depth and the quality of the squad, and we are constantly looking in the market. But till that happens, again, focus on the player that we actually have.
It's just whether or not the man upstairs knows the guy.
I've seen so far in the first 10-15 days.
I wonder if the man upstairs.
You have here already. Who can we expect to see sort of making a move, trying to get into the first team for next season?
From the young players, you mean?
Yeah.
They have the opportunity. The window is open. Whoever knocks so hard and kicks that door is going to have the opportunity. So we're going to have games now. We're going to have the opportunity to see some of them.
So he's going to give everyone a chance at least, which is good. Max down.
Hello.
It's a pleasure. I would like to ask you something about Calafiori. What do you expect from him in this second season in Arsenal? Because he had an injury in March with the national team. I think he's fit because he played in the last part of the last season. What do you expect from him?
Well, a big big season for him. He looks very, very excited. We know that one of the biggest things we have to achieve this season is availability.
I don't know, I was a little bit disappointed by him, but he does clearly offer a lot.
Were in international duty while he was playing with Italy. But these things can happen, and now we want a player that consistently is available and performing at the level that he can do, because he brings an energy and unpredictability to the team that we're really going to need it, and it was certainly missed for a big part of last season. So hopefully that second season, with more understanding, a bit of more luck as well, which I think he will need as well, we can see a great version of him.
Sorry.
You want some water? No?
Just really sorry, just crazy. For Singapore players, it's been a while since they see Arsenal in Singapore, and even the year before, and the team has changed like almost like 95% since the last time you were here. So, what do you want to say to the fans who have been waiting for this moment and to see the new players and also like staying out late at night to catch games to finally see players in real life?
Well, our supporters here are very passionate already, and I think they are very excited to see the team. As you said, they haven't seen the team for a while, so leave it, connect with them. They are already in the hotel and training sessions very close to us, and now provide the best possible performance. Training session, we have the opportunity in all the activation that we have as well, immerse in the culture, try to understand as well the way they feel about us, and make them proud. That's the objective.
Hi Coach, it's CJ from local Chinese media. So my question is a bit similar, yet a bit different. So 10 years ago you lifted the Premier League Asia Trophy as the captain of the Gunners in the same stadium, and now you're back as the manager. How's your personal feeling about that?
Yeah, it's a great story. Probably 10 years ago I wasn't expecting to be sitting where I am. A lot happened. I have great memories for the time that we had 10 years ago here, so hopefully we can replicate that. Train in the manner that we want. I think commercially as well, send the messages and the connection we want to the supporters, and we have to perform in the matches, do it and win the games.
Hello. 4 players in. Was it always the case to have this number of players in before the tour starts, and how eager were you to get as many in as possible before this tour?
Ideally, you want it on day one in Preseason, so I think we've done very, very well so far. I'm very pleased with the way the club is supporting the necessities and the improvements that we require from the team. I think Andrea and the team have done an excellent job as well.
I would have liked to have Gyokeres by now, but
forwards and
as long as he comes in,
a long time to go in that window where we have still a lot of hopes that we can still improve the team.
That's actually really good then. I hope it's not bullshit.
Those are the players you want to bring in. Are you on schedule, ahead of schedule, behind schedule?
I'm very pleased. That's what I would say. There is a lot of
PR mastermind, bro.
And a lot of things that we have to bear in mind to get a player over the line.
I think we're a little bit behind.
But I'm very
in terms of the business we have done, I think it's all been pretty good business. That's what I'm saying.
For you in terms of getting all these new deals over?
Exciting. I think the moment you see the club ownership with the ambition that we have, to see the alignment that we had with everybody in the board, with Rich, with Tim, with everybody that is connected, with Andrea working, and the excitement that everybody is expressing about the new season, super positive about it.
I mean, that's good, I guess.
Gabriel's recent return to the training pitch, just how's he training and when exactly will he be back on the pitch in action?
Well, we haven't seen them for 4 or 6 weeks. They come back and they seem older, more mature, really excited. Gabi as well, because with his new contract as well, he showed his commitment to the club, and
Gabi's my guy, bro.
He's actually my to grow in his role. So I'm very pleased. He played 45 minutes. Was yesterday, no? Saturday, yesterday, against Watford. He looks in good shape. William Saliba as well. So we have missed a lot of players.
I know Martinelli scored a brace in that game.
They all look to be in the right direction and to be fit and contributing.
I can't even remember. I saw different reports.
So done.
I'm good.
Hello.
Very good. Madueke makes 8 players from Chelsea in the last 10 years. That's 6 under your management.
This is a great question.
Why do you think it's like such a big relationship with Chelsea compared to other clubs? That's like double the amount since you came in, pretty much.
That's an amazing question.
Why we have had such a close relationship with the rival?
Probably because they have some great players and a lot of players.
My
we try to focus on the players that we want to sign regardless of the club that they are in. Probably a coincidence, or it's not a coincidence, obviously is the squad and the quality of the squad. While I'm here as well, congratulate them.
You signed a bunch of dead players, bro. What do you mean?
A big achievement for them, and yeah, with Noni, very very excited. You've seen the reaction of all the players as well, which they know them, especially the ones that know them very well. And he needs a little bit of a break now, but he will be with us.
You could just
soon,
say no
so
comment.
Why is he gonna
You
be
could just say
interesting?
no comment. You don't have to lie, bro.
This is
Whoa, I do
getting...
not want to watch you, mate. Bro, what? Okay, interesting. Well, that's gonna do it. My thoughts. I mean, I want to take it with the grain of salt because this guy's a PR mastermind, but the fact that he thinks there's still more business we have to do is good. Whether that's major business, whether that's just Gyokeres, whether that's someone on top of Gyokeres, I don't know. But there it is. That I did not realize that press conference would be so long. Thank you guys for watching that, and I will see you this time tomorrow. I'll probably see you when I do my match review because I'm definitely watching that game against AC Milan. So, peace.